I immediately realized these are incredibly fine young men. And a close friend who, hold on, I can tell you a little bit more. I can tell you this. I can tell you a close friend who knows the ocean well.
Edward, how did you get involved in this case?
Well, I'd rather not talk about that. I can just tell you this. I can tell you that it was through a friend of a friend.
You're kidding, right? You're kidding me. Because when you tell me I'd rather not answer,
well, I want to
that's
protect
just
the names that I
igniting me to find out how
Well,
you got
hold on.
involved in the case.
Well, hold on. I can tell you a little bit more. I can tell you this. I can tell you a close friend who knows the Ocean Springs, Mississippi community very, very well, is from the area, connected me to a friend of his, and then I found myself speaking to Tyler here. So now we're the Blues Brothers. We just became very close. We hit it off. Then I had the opportunity to speak to Warren, speak to Morgan, speak to Jax, and we hit it off also. And I immediately realized these are incredibly fine young men. I realized right away I wanted to help them out.
Ed, to you and Tyler, I'm not saying they have lied, and I'm not saying they haven't lied. I don't know. I have no reason to disbelieve your clients or to believe them. But you do know that people can look you right in the face and lie through your teeth, and you believe them. I've done it.
Yep. She keeping it real. What's popping with y'all, man? What's good? I see that one person in the chat. Talk to me, man. I appreciate everybody coming through, man. And one person per now. Hopefully more come through. But look, man, she ain't playing with these dudes, man. These dudes keep running us in circles, man. What's going on, bro? So she just asked them, the dude at the bottom, how he met them. You feel me? He was in the last interview with Officer Tatum. He said he just met him through somebody else. You feel me? The dude right there. He said, I just met him through somebody else and blah, and then we just kicked it off. And Nancy Grace, being the savage that she is, she was like, hold on. Just because somebody tell you something doesn't mean it's the truth. She a real one, man. Like, hey, she don't be playing though. Man. And she said she lied before too. You feel me? She messed up before allegedly. So how can she believe what he's saying? So let's keep going.
I've had witnesses that I found out were lying to me, and it was a huge blow. I've had police officers. I worked a child trafficking case. My first child trafficking case. Worked it. I finally found the little girl. I went into a room full of sex workers. They went, she's in there. I'm like, there's no child in there. They went, she's the one in the white boots. She looked like she was 38 years old. She's 14. That said, we won the case. But fast forward about 10 months later, I was walking through the grand jury room and I saw these horrible federal court sketches. I'm like, oh my stars, is that who I think it is? It was my vice cops. They had been stealing from dopers and they got indicted by the feds. And I had been out on the street with them every day for months trying to prove a child trafficking case. So, just because somebody tells you the sky is blue does not mean the sky is blue. You do know that, right?
Well, I can tell you this: they were off Horn Island at 4:30 p.m. on July 4th, and Nolan Wells was seen alive.
Now we're getting somewhere. How can you prove that to me other than them telling you?
Facts.
I assume you've got GPS tracking and the call to see tape.
We have witnesses among other things, but I can also tell you this: they were off the island at 4:30 p.m. and Nolan Wells was seen alive by multiple people at 6 p.m. still on the island. And I'm sure Tyler would be happy to elaborate on that. But this is a no doubt 100%.
Please tell me, Tyler.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I don't believe.
She don't believe him. He's talking about how Nolan Wells was out there by 6. Look, let me let y'all hear this right fast, and I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Look what he say.
Tracking and the call to see tape.
We have witnesses among other things, but I can also tell you this: they were off the island at 4:30 p.m. And Nolan Wells was seen alive by multiple people at 6 p.m. still on the island.
Man. I am too good at this, bro. I am too good. So, the first people that was seen Nolan Wells around 3 or 4:30, right? Them are the people that supposedly supposed to be warning them, right? So the second group that's seen Nolan Wells at 6, are you mean to tell me they wasn't taking pictures, they wasn't having fun, they don't have no camera footage? Everybody's a suspect then. Come on, bro. Y'all playing with us, bro. That's
And I'm sure
crazy.
Tyler would be happy to elaborate on that. But this is a no doubt,
good. Dude,
100%.
please tell me, Tyler.
Yes.
Because I
Yes.
don't believe any of these people, and I don't disbelieve any of these people. I want to hear about witnesses that spotted him alive after 4:30, because I believe I can confirm the boat left around 4:30, and I'm referring to.
She's smart. That's what I just said. We trying to see who are the witnesses that came around at 6 o'clock. Who is those next group of white people? Don't worry. I'll wait. In the voice of DJ 100.
The Triton. That's the boat they were
Well,
on.
so
There are a lot of boats. Let's see the video of all the boats out there. So when I say Triton, I'm talking about the boat Nolan was on the way to the island. There's a lot of boats out there and a lot of witnesses too. This is from the Officer Tatum. Okay. There are witnesses placing him there at 6. And I want to be very clear, gentlemen, that I'm not convinced he drowned just because somebody said so. Even if he did drown, that does not mean that there wasn't foul play. Why is that mark on the back of his head? Was he hit on the head and fell in the water? Was he held under the water? Was it an accident? I don't know. But I am very interested in witnesses that place him alive at 6 p.m. Please tell me, Tyler Cox.
So Nancy, look, we have had multiple witnesses reach out to us.
Place him alive at 6
Watch this.
p.m.
Watch this. Nancy Grace asked a simple question. Now, I bet y'all right now, they're going to run her in circles. How much you want to bet? Hey. People calling and stuff? Calling me? Dang. It don't matter. They Asian anyway. So the number, if y'all saw somebody's number, don't even call it. They Asians. They won't even know what y'all talking about. They don't even know me. This ain't even my phone I'm using. But yeah, before I keep playing the video, man. Okay, you see the red marks. Nancy Grace asked a simple question, right? Chat, talk to me. I'll talk back, man. Chat, chime in. You feel me? If we could talk and, you feel me, communicate, that's what makes the live better, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Let me know how y'all feel, but she's trying to figure out what's these red marks, and watch what they say. They're going to run her in circles. Watch this. How much you want to bet? Watch this.
Don't know. But I
Watch this.
am very interested in witnesses that place him alive at 6 p.m. Please tell me, Tyler Cox.
So Nancy, look, we have had multiple witnesses reach out to us.
Okay.
2 confirmed witnesses that saw Nolan Wells on the island around 6 p.m.
Okay, so Ben Crump. Where you at, Ben Crump? There's 2 witnesses that saw him at 6 o'clock. Have you talked to them? Have you talked to any other witnesses? Because they showed not taking no lie detector tests. They already said that. They act like they took one, but they never took a lie detector test. That's cap. Why they say they took a lie detector test, but they never took a polygraph test? They said it in this video. Come on, bro. Something wrong, man.
On July 4th. Well after the Triton, as you said, left around 4:30.
One too many pairs of shoes?
Went to the Triton, as you said, left around 4:30. And so those witnesses have went to investigators, they've talked to the police, and they've done what they're supposed to do. We've cooperated 100%. So has
Where did they
those
see him,
witnesses.
Tyler Cox? Where did the witnesses see them? Do they know him well enough to make a positive ID? Hey, speaking of a positive ID, Control room, please pull up a photo that we showed a couple of days ago. There are 2 or 3 women, white females, walking along the beach, as I recall, each clad in a bikini. There is one, I believe, a white male and one black male walking with them. That, can you zoom in a little bit? That's not really helping me that much. For instance, did your witnesses know Nolan? Can they identify him? Because I'm looking right at this and I cannot identify if the male behind the female on the white, the female wearing a white hat, I can't tell if that's Nolan or not. It's a very blurry photo. I can't make it out. So, do your witnesses know him? I mean, let me see my guess, please. Mr. Polsick, Mr. Cox, I know the 2 of you. I don't see both of.
She is tearing these dudes up. Blood, I am different. I was sent by God. She is tearing these dudes up. There is so many red flags, bro. Y'all gonna have to replay this, bro. She asking questions and they can't get no answer. Watch this. Is y'all listening? Watch this. Watch this question. They ain't gonna answer it again. Watch this.
Witnesses know him? It's Nolan or not? It's very.
Watch this.
Can they identify him?
Watch
Because
this.
I'm looking right at this and I cannot identify if the male behind the female on the white, the female wearing a white hat, I can't tell if that's Nolan or not. It's a very blurry photo. I can't make it out.
Okay.
So, do your witnesses know
Okay.
him? I mean, let me see my guess, please.
Good question.
Mr.
So, do your witnesses know him? Since y'all saying that people saw Nolan Wells at 6 o'clock, then I'm gonna let her tell y'all. She said if they saw her, basically if they saw them around 6 o'clock, can the witness, all these white people or whoever was there, can they identify that it was him?
Nolan
It's
or not?
crazy,
It's a
bro.
very blurry photo. I can't
Gems,
make it
man.
out. So, do your witnesses know him? I mean, let me see my guess, please. Mr. Polsick, Mr. Cox, I know the 2 of you. I don't see both of them. There they are. The 2 of you have tried a lot of cases, as have I. To get in or attack an eyewitness, and it's in the code, the official code of Mississippi annotated. There are prescribed methods under which you cross-examine an eyewitness. For instance, does the witness know the target? Was the lighting sufficient? How far away was the witness? What were the conditions of the eyewitness identification? Was the eyewitness inebriated or high or otherwise incapacitated? How far away were they? Do they wear glasses? It goes on and on and on. It's laid out in the code. Tell me.
Hold on. Oh, man. Can I get one like, though? Hey, chat. Tap in, chat. You know I want to hear what y'all got to say. You already know. Chat, I want to hear what you got to say. But she is not playing, bro. She is not playing.
Or high or otherwise incapacitated. How far away were they? Do they wear glasses? It goes on and on and on. It's laid out in the code. Tell me about these witnesses. How do they know it was Nolan? Hey, control room, show me that picture of Nolan on the boat. He's bent over. All I can see are his legs and his behind. The only reason I think that's Nolan is because it matches his swimsuit. Did they see that? How can they identify Nolan? First to you, Tyler.
Well, I'm not sure if the witnesses saw that picture that you just put on screen, but I can confirm to you that these witnesses know Nolan. They've known him for a long time. They were able to make a positive ID, and they told that to investigators. They told them that from the very start.
Had they been drinking?
Hold on. Okay, don't forget that he said this. He said they told investigators that from the very start. So that means the investigators know that they were there at 6. They saw Nolan, right? And I bet you those group of friends didn't even do a lie detector test either. Bro, I'm not the only one that's feeling like something fishy going on, bro. I just want the truth, bro. What is going on? Help me out, chat. Please, chat. Hit a like button or something. Help me out. You feel me? On blood. Let's keep going, man.
I do not know.
How are they sure it was 6 o'clock? Look, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm asking the questions I would ask in court. How
Yep.
do they know it was 6 o'clock? Did they go, oh, there's Nolan Wells at 6 p.m.?
Well, I'm pretty sure, Nancy, they were aware of the time. I'm not sure if they were drinking.
Hold on, bro. Y'all
or
is
not.
crazy, bro. I'm not sure if they were drinking and where at the time, so y'all don't know nothing. That's why Nancy Grace on their helmet. They supposed to be the lawyers, but they don't know nothing. So what are y'all hiding? Because y'all don't know nothing. So y'all got to be hiding something. Like, come on, bro. Why does it take Nancy Grace, the internet, and everybody else, Don Lemon, Officer Tatum, everybody to do the judge's job, to do the prosecutor's job, to do the lawyer's job, to do the police job, to do the friend's job? What is going on, bro? Y'all want us to just be quiet? I don't get it.
But they're the ones that came forward to police and investigators, and that's their story to tell. What I'm telling you is they made a positive ID on Nolan Wells around 6 o'clock, and they told that to investigators, all while our clients were off the island around 4:30. So we have positive identification on Nolan on the island an hour and a half after our clients left. So, as you know from your experience as a prosecutor, they can't do two things at once. They can't be on the island at 6 o'clock and be on the boat going off the island at 4:30. So, that's where we are. Our clients have nothing to do with the death of Nolan Wells. We don't know how he died. We want to know. Please tell us. Somebody. We want to know just as much as anyone else.
Hold on,
Our
I think I know what's
clients
going on.
loved Nolan Wells. They were brothers to
They were
Nolan
brothers.
Wells.
Hold on, something wrong. Hold on, bro. I be like listening and people be saying stuff and we gotta rewind that. Hold on, bro.
At 4:30. So that's where we are. Our clients have nothing to do
Oh,
with the death of Nolan Wells. We don't know how he died. We want to know. Please tell us. Somebody. We want to know just as
I
much
get it.
as anyone else.
Okay, so the first group of friends, the ones, Warren and all them, what they're trying to do is make it seem like just because Nolan Wells was found later, that means it couldn't have been them because they was already off the beach. So my question is, why did y'all leave? Why did y'all leave? My bad. Yeah, why did y'all leave? Like, I'm confused. I'm confused, bro. Is y'all confused? Chat. Can I get one like? Is y'all confused, bro? On Bloods on the mama that raised me. So hold on, chat, y'all. Talk to me right fast, man. Let me know something. Let me know something, chat. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. Hold on, man. 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 Dang, my life is bored tonight. The hell is that? That was... Hold on, man. All right, let's get back to the video, man. I'm confused, though. Like I said, they try to make it seem like they wasn't there at the time Nolan Wells was found, so how can they know anything? Hey, I should have been an attorney or something, huh? Writing all these notes down, bro. I would have been asking them all these questions. You feel me?
Else. Our clients loved Nolan Wells. They were brothers to Nolan Wells. I've still yet to hear one bad thing about Nolan Wells. He was a good Ocean Springs kid. Just as Chuck Bordy says all the time in the courtroom, these are good Ocean Springs people. So Nolan was a good Ocean Springs person too. They love Nolan. We want to know, will somebody Someone
just
please
stop right there,
tell us.
Tyler. I've got 1
Mhm.
hour, and nobody's running for miscongeniality. Let's just let it be noted, judicial notice. They were all good. Everybody's good. Okay. Here's something that would tend to corroborate them as if multiple witnesses said the same thing. Witnesses separated in time and space, witnesses that are not all friends, witnesses that are not good friends with your clients, that may have a reason to be fuzzy on the time. I'm not saying they are or that they're not. Here's my question to you. Are these witnesses friends of your clients?
I don't think they're friends, and they're not even the same age.
Okay. Next question. How many witnesses place him there on the island at 6-ish?
Good
At least two
question.
that I know.
2 only?
2. Do the witnesses know each other?
Yes.
That's weird. How did only 2 people see him at 6 o'clock? What is going on, bro? Like, if anything, the people that saw him at six was those the people that found him on the thing? Like, hold on, I'm confused. Bro, there were people there. Something ain't right, bro. Something ain't right. Hit that like
Were they
button,
together
man.
that day?
Hit me one
Yes.
like, feel me?
Have they had a chance to discuss their recollections with each other before they came to police?
Well, I'm sure they did. Nancy, look, they did what they were supposed to do, and they spoke to police officers. And you know as well as I do that if investigators or a DA's office had any sort of probable cause to make an arrest in a case like this, they would. They would have.
Or they may be gathering evidence to make sure they've got all the evidence that there is. I mean, I would wait until I had all the evidence, including a completed autopsy. You know what? I'm going to jump ahead. But regarding the body, regarding Nolan's body, we've heard all sorts of inflammatory things.
Okay.
But the one thing that, well, many things are very interesting and probative. For instance, why was Nolan's neck of so much interest to the original medical examiner that it was removed? His foot wasn't removed. His toe wasn't removed. His ear wasn't removed. Why his neck? The lungs and the neck were removed.
He don't know.
Which
Watch.
obviously Edward Pulsick touches
Watch.
on COD, cause of death. I understand why the medical examiner took his lungs. He had to run tests on them to determine, did he drown? Of course, all 3 of us know you can drown and there still be foul play. Somebody whacked you on the head, somebody held you underwater. It could be any number of things, or it could be an innocent drowning. But why the throat? What was curious about the throat, Ed?
Good
Were
question.
there marks on the throat? Was there a ligature mark? Was there manual strangulation? Was there a compression? Were there bruises? Were there scratches? I don't know. Was the hyoid missing? I could go on, but I won't. Do either of you know what was of interest to the medical examiner in the removal of Nolan's throat?
I'll tell you this. Listen, we're not coroners. We're not medical examiners. We want to know what happened to him just as much as everyone else. Quite frankly, more. Because Nolan was their best friend. Warren, Morgan, Jax.
Hold on.
Nolan was their best friend. We want to know what happened. We haven't examined Nolan.
Hold on. Now it makes sense, because if y'all would want to know what happened, you would make all them do lie detector tests right now, polygraph tests. But look, y'all want to play this game, so we're just going to wait and play games too and wait for the grand jury. It looked like we got to go all the way to a grand jury just to get the truth. So, I feel like these kids ain't going to go to jail. Think about it. You think these kids are really going to go to jail? Look at them, bro. You know how destroyed the city would be? So what they gonna do? Are they gonna hide it? Like, what's going on? Like, is it gonna be a cold case? And they're just gonna let the community trip out? I mean, is it all worth it? Ah.
We're not scientists.
I just thought
can only-
maybe you had been
Yeah.
somehow told why they took his throat. Okay, that's a no. We don't know
Yeah,
why they took his
yeah.
throat.
Yeah, we don't want to speculate.
Let me start with an open-ended question to you gentlemen. I started with, why haven't they taken a polygraph? I want to hear what your clients are saying happened that day, because my interest is piqued because you stated a young lady, and I assume this is Katie, the mysterious Katie, who turns out not to be that mysterious at all. Much was made of that. Now, one thing about Katie, originally, one or some of your clients said he was with some girl, we don't know her. Then it turned out they had been texting with her, so they did know her. There may be an innocent explanation for that or not. So, explain to me, who were they talking about when they said he was with a girl, we don't know her? He had never met her before, but yet they were texting with Katie, the girl he had been with. I'll throw that to you, Tyler. Do you know the answer to that?
Sure. So they didn't know Katie, and they believe that Nolan didn't know Katie before that day. But you have to remember, once they started getting suspicious,
Hold on.
So they didn't know Katie, and they believe that Nolan didn't know Katie before that day. But you have to remember, once they started getting suspicious that Nolan wasn't with them anymore, they start asking themselves, okay, well, where's Nolan? They start texting everyone that they knew. Hey, have you seen Nolan? Do you know where Nolan is? Did he make it back home? All before they called Christine Wells that night, they start asking everybody. And so eventually they end up getting, through mutual friends, whoever, Katie's number. And so, and I believe it was maybe either Snapchat or text message. They got in communication with Katie. And Katie says, I don't know. We thought he was leaving with y'all. Well, I don't believe that's the case, obviously, because he did not leave with our boys. We don't know what happened to him, but that's Katie's statement. That's how they got a hold of Katie's numbers, because they're frantically trying to find out what happened to Nolan.
What's your take on it, Ed? Because I think he's saying they did know Katie.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me too. But either way, they saying that they didn't know Katie, right? So they had to go through Instagram, Facebook, all that to find Katie. Come on, bro. No, y'all didn't. Y'all know somebody that knew that girl. Ain't nobody just out the blue one day running into a girl named Katie just in blase. Because if something happened, then they'd be talking right now. If they don't know Katie, they'd be talking right now. Because if they don't want to go down themselves and they don't know some girl Katie, they will put it all on her and be like, oh no, that's the last person I seen, like they doing now. But it seemed like everybody's involved. So right now, I feel like they do know Katie, allegedly.
I couldn't tell if he said did or didn't. Did he say they all did know Katie?
Give me that like button,
No,
blood.
They did not.
Let me get one
They
like
didn't
though.
know Katie. All right, and they determined who she was. Okay.
Right.
Hey, hold on, Tyler. You stated your clients, began to get suspicious. Whereas Nolan, when did they get suspicious?
It was later that night. I believe it was around 9 or 10 o'clock, maybe even 11, that they start saying, oh, well, has anyone seen Nolan? Where's Nolan? Did he make it back home?
Oh, so they trying to say that they got suspicious around 9 o'clock, but y'all left with Nolan's phone and keys, right? Left him with a girl. Went home, got suspicious around 9 o'clock. Now, tell me if that makes sense. Who's going to leave a beach or ocean that early, having fun and around everybody and it's cracking, and they do this once a year? Who's going to leave? Don't worry, I'll wait. Chat, rock with me. I'm telling you, bro. Something ain't making sense, bro. They had the phone and keys and they left. Nolan, then they start tripping around 9, bro. Did that make sense? Come on, bro.
Anybody know? They start calling around, texting, asking everybody. And once they determined that no one had the answer about where Nolan was, that's when they called Christine Wells. And then they stay on the phone. My client stayed on the phone with Christine Wells for about 5 or 6 minutes. And then he tells her, look, I'm going to call the Coast Guard just to make sure. And he did. He stays on the phone with the Coast Guard for 21 minutes.
Hold on. You sure do know a lot of stuff, right? But you don't know nothing about nothing else earlier when she was asking you questions. Man, I don't know nothing. I don't know this. I don't know that. But you sure do know all this in your brain to remember this, though, right? Come on, man. This is crazy.
Okay. Ed Pulsick also.
Oh, man.
Ed, do you concur with that explanation of why they first said, I don't know her, we don't know her, he didn't know her, and then we find out that they had actually been texting with Katie? What's your understanding of that? Again, I had my favorite trial judge, Luther Alverson, would tell every jury, it is your duty to make all witnesses speak the truth. What does that mean? To reconcile the different seemingly conflicting stories to make everyone be telling the truth.
Yep.
And impugn perjury on no one.
Yep.
So maybe there's an explanation for this. Why did they say we don't know her and then they're texting her? So they did know her.
That characterization, they didn't say that. There's no contradiction. I can just tell you this: they didn't know her. Nolan was with her much of the day, and he was still on the island when they left.
Man, you said.
That characterization. Yeah, the
well,
premise,
enlighten me. I want to know.
Flawed. Yeah, the premise is flawed. She's not part of their friend group. They don't know her. I can tell you that it does appear, once again, it appears that Nolan was with this young lady for much of the day. That does seem to be confirmed by many witnesses. And I can tell you this.
Oh, man.
Nancy, one thing about this island, I did have the opportunity to go to Horn Island.
Oh, man.
And
Here
when
we
you
go.
go to the island, everything starts to make sense. The first picture was maybe not so accurate. If you go to the part of Horn Island,
these dudes is crazy, bro. They talking about go to the island to make so you can know how everything makes sense. What makes sense? That it's possible that you can lose your life allegedly on an island. Like, what are we making sense about, bro? Like, he says, "Sorry, stop." What's up, Jamie Rodriguez? What you mean, sorry, stop? How you doing tonight, man? Can I get a like? You feel me? You sub to my channel, man. I didn't get a lot of people tonight. That's crazy. Usually I have like 60 people, 70 people. I only got like 4 people. That's crazy, but God is good. Tomorrow, I'm going live on Krishan Rock, man. It's crazy, though.
Where, these events all occurred, you see that there are really no trees on that part of the island. It's flat, it's open, there are no visual obstructions, so there's no trees, there's no shelter, there's no nothing, and it was broad daylight with thousands of people there. Meaning there was no...
Okay, then it took like 30 minutes to get people to talking in the chat. I see you, Jamie Rodriguez. Appreciate you coming through, man. You the only one that, chatted with me in the chatty box. You feel me? I don't see this, man. On the mama that raised me. So, how did she home, but he didn't? How did she come home, but he didn't? Ooh, that's a good one. You heard what Rodriguez said? Jamie Rodriguez, he said, how did she come home, but he didn't? Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. I didn't think of that one. Dang, that was a good one. Shout out to Jamie Rodriguez, man. Can I get a like now? Like, I ain't got one like this whole live. Come on, Jamie, quit playing with me, man. Ah, man.
Opportunity for foul play during daylight hours. And that's where this whole thing starts to
Okay.
unravel.
Ed,
You have to go to the island.
Please.
You have to go to
There's
the island.
opportunity for foul play. He could have been walked
Not
on
in
the
this
head on a
environment.
boat and
Not
pushed
in-
over. There's.
I'm telling
Yep.
you, not in this
It doesn't have to
environment.
be
I
on the
was there.
beach.
Huh?
It could
I'm
be
telling you.
anywhere.
He said, not in this environment. He said on Horns Island, there's no way something bad could happen. Huh? I'm confused, bro. Is he a Jew allegedly? Comment section. Do he look like a Jew? He looked like Lush off of cause you know Lush is a Jew off of No Jumper, and he remind me of Lush. So if he's a Jew, you already know what's going on. Allegedly, if he's a Jew, I'm the first one to say it. If he is a Jew, you'll know what's going on, bro. And I'm the first one to say it. I'm gonna say it again. Dang, everybody coming over here late. 30 minutes and everybody want to come in here, it's cool, but I'm going to say it again before I push play, man. If this dude is a Jew, you already know what's going on, allegedly. Because if y'all watch No Jumper, he look like Lush and he sound like Lush, too. He's Jamie Rodriguez said, that is what's on their best. That is what on their best. Hey, go sub to our channel, eh?
You got to understand, it's a 10-mile long barrier island, but it's only a few hundred yards wide in most places. There's nowhere to hide.
Let me see the video and show it to Ed and Tyler. The video of all those boats. Anything could have happened between those boats. Anything.
Well, but
Even
but
an
Nancy,
accident could happen between those boats. And so
Nancy,
many people are drunk, I don't think they're paying attention.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? We could always say anything is possible. An asteroid could strike right now. But I am telling you that there are a lot of people.
Comment section. Do y'all watch No Jumper? Blood clot No Jumper. This is Lush right here, allegedly. Look at Lush. Oh, this might be a Jew. I don't know, allegedly. I'm the first one to say it. I can't help it. Man.
Talked about this case and have said things that are not true, and they haven't been to the island. They've got to go to the island. If you don't go to the island, you can't speak with authority about the case. I won't name names, but a lot of people who have hurt these fine young men and have defamed them, they've never visited the island, and I'm willing to bet that they've never visited the islands. Look at it right there. That shot you have right there. Broad daylight with thousands of people there.
Okay.
So if you
Picture speaks for itself.
I agree with what you're saying. I agree that it would be nearly impossible for foul play to take place on that beach. Again, I direct your attention to the gathering of boats with the boats closely together.
What you mean you don't do slow stop? Hey, Jamie Rodriguez, why you mean that you don't do the slow stop, man? Are you saying that you don't like how my video pausing? When I hope not, because I have to pause it. You know what I'm saying? It got ads. Like I can't play music and ads. So if I keep playing it, it's gonna be tripping. But if I play just a little bit, they might not be tripping. Allegedly, I guess that's how it works.
Everybody's drinking, nobody's paying attention. Like I can't tell what's going on between the boats at a distance. I don't know. I don't know what's happening in the water. I don't know. That said, I agree. I don't think anything happened out in the plain view on the beach. But there are other alternatives.
I want to add, though, we have a difference of opinion. When I see that video of the boats in the water there, that also is not a good place to get away with murder. Now, we have been very careful. We have refrained from speculation. We have refrained from guessing, and we're going to continue to do that. However, plain view of that scene, the beach, the boats, the water, that is not a secretive environment. It just isn't.
Hold on. Hey, only reason this is a bad live, nobody came through, because first off, I don't know why. Because usually I go live around this time anyway, sometime around 10, and it be cracking up in here. But look, is it me? Or does he think everything a joke? So is it me, or do he know something? Do he know that they already won the case? What's so funny? Like, what's On the other interview with Officer Tatum, he was doing the same thing, and then the kids start laughing. Warren and the other 3 kids next to him, or 2 kids, start laughing too. Bro, what's going on? Do they know that they beat the case, bro? I'm gonna post some shorts tomorrow about why I think they gonna beat the case. Tomorrow I got something for y'all, man. I might go live on that too.
I agree the beach is not secretive, and I also agree the whole island is not secretive because there's really nowhere to hide there anyway. Guys, let me move to the boat, the Triton. Has the boat been searched by authorities?
I do not believe that it has been searched by authorities, but it's been available to authorities this entire time.
Why not?
If authorities wanted to come see it, they're more than able to. And
Hold on, bro.
Okay, I find that very interesting, Tyler.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah, tell us, Nancy.
In so many cases that I've prosecuted
Yeah.
and covered and investigated,
Okay.
you see defendants,
Yeah.
targets,
Yeah.
trying to get rid of evidence.
Yeah.
You see them cleaning the boat. You see them washing it down. You
Yeah.
see them trying all sorts of methods to get rid of evidence.
Yeah.
It's interesting to me and somewhat probative
Me too.
that your clients have offered the boat up to law enforcement to come and search it. I'm curious, has the boat not just been searched with the naked eye? Has luminol been used on the boat? Has alternative light sources been used on the boat? Has a cadaver dog come to the boat? Has a scent dog come to the boat?
So, you know what I'm saying? That's weird though. They talking about the police haven't searched the boat, right? And they try to make it seem like Nancy Grace is she suspecting foul play? Does it matter? If my son if whoever end up not here no more and I'm supposed to be taking care of him, I'm going to assume everything. Foul play, homicide, I don't know, whatever you want to say, something. What do you mean? It don't matter. Like, I'm trying to find out what happened to my son, bro. But these dudes is burned, bro. Nancy Grace is smart, man.
To your knowledge, either one of you.
To my knowledge, Nancy, I do not believe that has happened. But again, my 3 clients, either one of them, none of them own that boat. So if it has, you would have to ask the owners.
Tyler, do I look like I just fell off the turnip truck? Maybe I do, because we did sell turnips at the farmer's market when I was growing up. That said,
So I'm saying, like,
you telling me my clients don't own the boat, so you'd have to ask the owner. Come on. You and Paulsik know if the boat has been searched.
yeah, they know.
You know if cadaver dogs or scent dogs, luminol or
Yep.
alternative light has been used on the boat.
Yep.
Can you just tell me? Yes, no.
Nope.
It's not your client's fault. It's law enforcement's fault if they haven't done it.
They ain't gonna tell you, Nancy.
If authorities thought that there was something to find
Oh
on
my
that boat, don't you
goodness.
think this would have been hard?
I would think in the ordinary course of an investigation into potential foul play, I would have gone out there and done it. Just
If you believe there was potential foul play.
just to say,
That's weird. So did anybody know if the parents wanted that to happen with the boat, because the police didn't even check the boat? So did the parents even, like, what's going on, bro? The parents got no power. Ben Crump got no power. Nothing. What is all this going on about the boat calls and all that? Come on, bro. Grand jury. That's crazy.
searched it and it was clean. I didn't find
Well,
any
Nancy,
blood.
Well, Nancy,
cadaver
you're
dog
asking a
didn't
valid.
hit.
Hold on, you're asking a valid question. You're just asking the wrong people. That's a question for law enforcement.
This dude
To
right
your
here,
knowledge,
bro.
has it been searched? Have you been told by anyone that it was
This
searched?
dude got an attitude, though.
I don't have
I've
any
not been told
involvement
that,
in the
no.
law enforcement.
Look
I don't
at
have
him.
any involvement in the investigation.
I'm
We're
gonna take
conducting
that.
I don't
Hold
have
on.
any
Watch
involvement
this.
in
He
the
got
law-
smart. Watch
I
this.
don't have any involvement in the investigation.
I'm
We're
gonna take
conducting
that
our
as
own
a no.
investigation. You can take it how you want.
He said you could take it how you want. That dude got an attitude. That's Warren's lawyer. So stay tuned to see him. I hope we see him in court, because he knows something. They all know something. I appreciate the one like. God is good. I hope y'all sleep tight. You feel me? On bloods. On the mama that raised me. Go replay this. Go share this, man. I need y'all help, man. Sub. Can I get one sub before I go? I'll give you 10 seconds to hit that sub button, man. And I appreciate it. Feel me? Appreciate you coming through, Jamie Rodriguez. Hit that sub button too. Let me get 2 subs. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Either way, I appreciate y'all, man. God bless, man. Have a good night, though, man. And see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to do Christian Rock or somebody trying to get these views. And I'm